Yes. It looks like that kind of thing, isn't it? I pulled up in my massive car out front. Big old, 60s with the big wings on the back, Cadillac.
Well,
and I had this car sitting on the back. Anyway.
That is stunning. I can see you, man. Anyway, welcome back everybody to Andertons TV. And today's video is an...
It's one of those.
It's one of those.
It is one of those.
And that's because our good friends at DAngelico have just sold us a batch of these beautiful hollow body, really traditional jazz style guitars called the EXL-1.
Is that XL?
XL?
It's a Premier XL.
Could be.
Because it is extra large, this guitar, if you look at it.
It is. It's a big body jazz guitar. So we have here a construction which is a little bit reminiscent of an acoustic guitar, I guess. So we've got laminate maple back and sides with a laminate spruce top.
Yep.
We have basically a completely floating arrangement with regards to, beautiful tailpiece here, floating bridge, the pickup which is mounted to the end of the neck, the controls mounted to the underside of the scratch plate, so everything is again in that very traditional jazz style where you don't drill into the top of the guitar.
Okay, can I just say, I think that is the pickup is floating on the trim, on the scratch plate.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, I think you're right. It is actually floating on the scratch plate. Perhaps that's how they used to do it back in the day.
I was just looking underneath there.
It is a Seymour Duncan designed mini humbucker here.
I love a mini humbucker.
Beautiful, sort of very dark coloured Ovancol fretboard with the block inlays, and of course the DAngelico sort of signature, which is this very elaborate headstock and these beautifully sort of engineered, what do you call these?
It's very Art Deco, Art Deco
machine heads.
Chrysler building in New York in the 1930s. You need a suit and
one of these, its regular price on these is $6.99. It comes with a beautiful gig bag as well, which we'll show you shortly. But epic deal territory. We don't go $6.99. We don't go $5.99. We don't even go $4.99. We go $4.49. Get them while they're hot. There's limited. There's about 20 of each to sell. Just in these three colours.
Gorgeous thing.
Champagne.
So the ocean turquoise.
It's a great film.
Fiesta red.
Another good film.
I mean,
Pete, I mean, look, they come strung with pretty heavy strings on them.
Yeah, 12s on here.
They're not flat wounds, they're round wounds, so they're not that real sort of jazzy thumper kind of thing.
But you have a wound third.
Actress.
You have a round G string here.
Yes.
Some people enjoy that, and it feels a bit flatter actually on that string. But anyway,
I watched a Music Is Win video recently saying that's the cure to G string tuning problems. Just go wound. Obviously can't play it, but it's
exactly. It is. I mean, there's the bending is pretty immense.
Anyway, give us some. Oh, by the way, apologies. Obviously, you don't leave this in when you own it. You remove the piece of sort of polystyrene, but of course it is a floating bridge. So the only thing that holds the bridge in place is the force of the strings going downwards. And I guess if you were to take this bit out, you're going to start to see some marks appear on the guitar where the bridge would go. That's why when they're brand new, they put the little bit of polythene
what you could do is you can just pull it. So you pull it along the side, so you leave that little trick. And then when you change the strings on these guitars, do it one at a time. Do one string at a time, because then this whole thing won't move up and down.
That is literally the only way to adjust the intonation on this is just to wiggle the thing backwards and forwards. So yes, good idea, Pete.
Sometimes it's nice to wiggle the thing back and forth.
No, this is true, especially when it's really hot.
On a hot day like this. So anyway, Seymour Duncan designed pickup here.
Look at
one
that
volume.
plate.
I know. It's just so cool, isn't it?
It's just so 1950s New York, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was 30s. Is that Art Deco? When is Art Deco? When was Art Deco?
Did he play for Barcelona, didn't he?
Art. So let me just turn down the guitar. We are in
apologies. We're in a temporary home from home.
Yeah, and there is offices next door, so we have to be quiet. And this is how quiet we are. Let me demonstrate. Here's the guitar turned down. So we got a volume and a tone here, and this is this guitar turned down completely. Now I'm going to add in the guitar full whack. I mean, there's not much difference in it
Yes.
if you're hearing it from the lapels.
Just to our next door neighbours, we're only going to be here for a day or two, and then we'll leave you in peace and be back in our studio. We're having a big refurbishment in the studio. That's why we're here. But
which
anyway,
you won't be able to see when we get back.
No, it'll look exactly the same.
You
It just
guys.
won't be falling down. That's the refurbishment.
Okay, so let's have some tones. I mean, there's not much going on here other than. I can turn the tone down.
From where I'm sitting,
You can't
I
hear
can't hear the amp over the acoustic noise of the
know
guitar.
what? Let me just turn it up
have
a little
we
bit.
even got the amp on?
It is on. I'll turn it up slightly. I'll turn it up a bit. Here, turn it up slightly.
I can't believe the neighbours complain. Most people would pay to hear Pete play. But no, they're getting a free gig and still complaining.
I mean, they are on the phone. They're doing stuff.
It's fine.
Busy,
They might not be complaining. They're just imagining they are.
I mean, that sounds lovely. What a nice, full. Hang on, let's go back with the tone down here.
I love a bit of jazz.
Is that the tone control? It is the tone. It's
We've
almost
probably
like
had this conversation before, Pete. Who's your
yeah.
favourite jazz guitar player?
Joe Pass.
Yeah.
I think Joe Pass is probably. I mean, Django Reinhardt, you know, all these guys, and Joe Pass is it's magnificent. Put it on and just listen to it in the background.
That's my favourite of those old learn to play guitar videos is the Joe Pass Blues Side of Jazz. There's this amazing jazz blues transition kind of video. But yeah, Joe Pass. I was going to say George Benson.
George Benson as well, but I think he's a bit more of a. He's a jazz player, but he's got. He turned into that whole sort of funky, jazzy, sort of soul-y, where it's not exactly as jazzy. Take some of all of that those. I can't even play that anymore.
There was an insane Rick Beato video the other day.
But he is just
he's nuts himself.
Yeah.
But he was talking about the pianist Oscar Peterson.
Awesome.
And I think the guitar player that played with him was Barney Kessel. And again, it's all just like
it's
a
different world.
Everybody thinks that like you see. Steve
Van Halen or tapping away.
And you just go, oh my God, how on earth they do that? You just go back like even 20, 30 years before them and just look at the jazz players and you just go like, oh,
yeah, how the hell did they do that? And still to this day, I mean, there is that one guy that we follow on Instagram, I can't remember his name now, who plays the jazz stuff, but with he plays with just the fingers, like this.
Oh, the guy that looks like he's got a bass player kind of finger action like that, yes.
My good Lord.
And really young as well, right?
And he's just going, but jazz is a different world. If you want to get into it, this is a great way to get into it because, I mean, you have to, if you're a smaller framed person, then these are pretty big to get guitar, on you. But it's a good place to start. It's a great price. There's a lot of guitar for the money. But yeah, I mean...
What wouldn't you play on a guitar like this?
Yeah, but I don't know, but
would you
death metal.
Well, yeah, I get that, but I kind of suspect that probably not going to lend itself to playing loud, gainy.
Well, you say not loud, gainy, but a bit of gain.
I think I mean more from just a practicality point of view, how much it's likely to feed back and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be probably.
I could live in here. It's bigger than my house.
I always think of you see a lot of those kind of Gretsch big body guitar players that play in rock and roll and rock bands and even heavier rock stuff. But it's, I've got a feeling with this style of floating pickup and bridge and stuff, probably is going to be a bit feedbacky, isn't it?
Yeah, there's going to be some there. But
I mean, you know what?
What a lovely guitar.
I know where I would see myself with this guitar would just be going, it's just hung on the wall in my living room.
Yeah, on the sofa.
Like,
leave it on the sofa there when people come over and go, oh, what is that?
I know,
that
you go,
like
yeah, that's my jazz. Do you play jazz? Oh, yeah.
All over the place.
Jazz. Read all the books.
Yeah.
That's it, all there is to tell you. I'm going to go and get the gig bag. In fact, you know what's going to happen is Oz is going to throw the gig bag so that I just catch it on screen, live for you now. This is what happens. Watch. See? Yay! That's the gig bag you get. Woo! Hello nice. To Oz, everybody. He's our new cameraman. So there you are. That's free or included in the price.
So you can go and do some jazz gigs.
Who
doesn't like to do a gig? Yeah.
Anyway, there you are. Don't delay. Get one today. Free shipping in the UK.
Yeah.
My guy's a poet and he doesn't know it. Links below.
Holy
this has been another epic deal brought to you by the wonderful people at Andertons
Don't
Music
subscribe
Company.
to this channel because he'll be on it.
Please hate and unsubscribe.
Yeah,
I've been the captain.
And I've been Dad Joke Pete.
See you later. Bye-bye.